Before I put one foot in front of the other, please allow me a full breakfast with jam, banana and coffee con leche.
Willkommen bei Tag 29 auf dem Jakobsweg.
Welcome to day 29 on the Camino de Santiago from Portomarin. Today we are going to Palas de Rei, and I don't know where to go. I'm somewhere there. I have to go down here, then round the corner, then there's a bend. Then back over the bridge, and further to the right or left. Yes, somehow. 25 kilometers are on the program today. There will be a bit of a party tonight. Well, not a big one, but I've got a few people here and I'll buy them a drink. Well, 2 people. Because, of course, I've organized it cleverly, very cleverly. All the people we've met are 1 day behind us, so I don't have to do anything, nothing. And the only ones left are Mike and Carlos. But Carlos has already threatened to bring people with him. That could be expensive. Maybe I'll dress up as a torero and go mushroom picking in the forest without attracting attention. People just love the Camino. Even the bin has a shell on it. And we have organized the rest of the trip. Tomorrow 29 kilometers, then another 29 or 30 kilometers. Then on Sunday we only have 11 kilometers to go. Oh, a supermarket. Do I need anything? No. I've just been to the ATM to get some money, so that I'm equipped for the rest of the journey. 11 kilometers to Santiago. Then we'll definitely be at the Mass at 12 at noon, which is supposed to be very special. And then the journey is over, at least for Mike. He goes to a spa in southern Portugal and has a massage every day for a few weeks. Eats only 5-course menus and drinks cocktails. No, just kidding. I think he wants to go hiking there again. And I'm traveling on to Finisterre for another 3 days, probably alone, because our Camino family leaves this place after Santiago. And I really like this place here, Portomarin. Really beautiful, beautiful streets, very nice. Look, there are pilgrims down there. I can recognize them from here. Pilgrims! I can already smell it. I have to go down there. But this place also has a certain self-confidence. The prices are high. We did have a cheap albergue. We also somehow got a cheap salad, but there was no pilgrim's menu. We walked past a restaurant where a single salad cost 20 to 30 euros. And then we said, no, thank you, we're not hungry. Pilgrims. Pilgrims everywhere. To be honest, I'm still a bit lost. People are setting off in all different directions. Someone's going down there again, that one is going down there now. The others have gone up here to the right. I don't know if I get anywhere today. I think I just have to stay here. I head into the forest and collect mushrooms. I don't know where I'm going from here. But I'll tell you another funny anecdote from the albergue. Oh wow, it was good again. We had a big terrace, and this morning when we wanted to leave, there was already a queue of 5 or 6 pilgrims on the floor. The host had actually locked the door, broken off the key, and left. No, the key wasn't there. The door was simply closed, and we just stood there and couldn't get out. It was like this game, this escape room game. Then we found and tried different keys, nothing worked. Yes, we were a bit frustrated. We wanted to get out. Then, at some point, the hostel warden came and opened the door, apologized, and we found a restaurant and had breakfast there. Toast with jam, coffee con leche, and of course, freshly squeezed orange juice. I can't emphasize this enough. How nice it is every morning. That was so good. Mike then set off. I met Carlos and talked to him a bit. Now I'm standing here. I don't know. What am I going to do next? What am I going to do? Where am I going now? Ah, there's another map. I'll have a look. I think I'm here. Now. I have to go back up here, huh? But then I have to go that way. And then left there, the road is called Compostela or something like that. Once I found that one, I'm doing pretty well, I think. Then down there, and then it goes to the Palas de Rei. Yeah, that's where I want to go. I've never really got lost before here on the Camino. I once went too far straight ahead in the city center, but that wasn't too bad. I quickly found back, yeah. But Mike, He got lost before. He turned right somewhere early in the dark while talking to a South Korean and then walked in the wrong direction for half an hour until they realized at some point, oops, there's no more yellow arrow. They had to turn back. If you set off at 6 o'clock in the morning, you definitely need a lamp. Getting lost is a possibility. Now they are all coming towards me. Why are they coming towards me now? We have to get down there. All the pilgrims are going in the wrong direction. Now they are all going back up there, but that's wrong. You have to go back down there. I've just spoken to another one. He didn't know where to go either. Somehow over the bridge, he said. Just follow the others. Well, I'll do that now. I do that all the time. My God, that's wrong. It actually goes the other way.
Warum gehen wir denn jetzt da hoch? Wir müssen noch in die andere Richtung.
Oh dear, it's so late already. We went back up to the cathedral, but that's where you traditionally start. So maybe not a bad starting point, but what do I know? Your cassette. There's no arrow there. There's nothing here. You're completely overwhelmed and lost here on your own. There's no one to take you by the hand and say, come on boy, go this way. What's the name of the street here? The group of children is now up there. Now I've met other pilgrims who have now asked themselves, and were also wondering which way is it, which way to go. They didn't know. It probably continues somewhere down there. You know what? Do you know what I'm doing now? I'm going to just follow Google Maps, yeah? Forget the yellow arrows. I don't care. I'll stick to Google Maps now and somehow I'll get there. Or I'll get another banana, a second breakfast. I don't know. I'm still freaking out. There's nobody there to help you. You're on your own. 200,000 pilgrims, but everyone is alone. Oh, come on. It's not so bad. Just go. I just have to walk on my own pace. Yeah, what? Why not?
Ah, up there. Okay.
Someone seems to have a clue. Now back in the other direction. I'm following this group right now. Okay, I found out that this group is just as clueless as I am, but then we are not the only ones who are clueless. Shared cluelessness helps us not to realize our own helplessness. See you later. See you on the Camino Frances. Day 29. It will soon be over. Well then, I found the way after all. It was just around the corner and then just left down and done. Sometimes it's easier than it looks. And there was a bridge. And as for bridges, the design repeats itself every few meters. You can do that. The main thing is that the one bridge you are crossing carries you, yeah? Wait a second, why is that one on the right closed? I'm Sebastian's walking stick. Sebastian, come on, take action. Let's move on, mate. The crowd has already passed by. Yeah, okay, I'm the last one in the bar. All the groups of pilgrims have passed by. A stream of pilgrims. Maybe that just irritates me a little bit today. Maybe I missed the solitude. Now there are so many people in the road. The last 100 kilometers before Santiago are different. Crowded and loud. Once more, other Caminos join up here, which makes it even more crowded. Fortunately, we've made provisions for our accommodations, so we have a place. So all I really have to do is keep walking, keep going. I just have to keep going. I've just met one of those hobby alcoholic pilgrims. Maybe that irritates me too. He had a radio in the back of his rucksack and entertained the whole group with his strange music program. So I thought to myself, what's wrong with him? Did he have a bucket of varnish for breakfast or what? So I waited until all the people had passed by. There is the mob. It's like rush hour in London, Berlin, Hintertupfingen, New York, whatever. Actually, much worse. In the meantime, it's fine, because it's these little Camino moments that brighten the mood again and again. Absolutely. I've just been in a very small chapel. There was an old man there, a blind monk, and he gave us a stamp of the Knights Templar. He also spoke a few words to each of us in our own languages. He asked me where I came from, and then he spoke to me in German. And then we were given pictures with prayers on the back. And I can't describe it any other way than to say, I feel really good right now.
Und dann haben wir ja noch so Bildnisse bekommen mit Gebeten hinten drauf. Und ich kann es nicht anders beschreiben, als dass ich sage, jetzt geht's mir richtig gut.
Palas de Rei, here we are. It was raining for a while. I couldn't get any nice film shots. That's how it is sometimes, but the path wasn't that nice today either. He mostly led along a road and then through a dull nature reserve. I'm looking forward to my destination. Let's see what else I'm going to film today. First, I have to dry off. I'm completely soaked. I hope I can dry my clothes.
Jetzt muss ich natürlich erstmal das Alberge finden. Ich bin komplett durchnässt im Übrigen. Ich hoffe, ich kann meine Sachen so ein bisschen trocknen.
I give you a heads up. I apologize for everything that comes next. Today is my birthday. I'm 42 now, and that's the answer to everything. That should be enough for today. Shouldn't it? We find a bar where it's relatively warm and I have a Coke. Yes, that's a Coke. It's just a Coke.
Snow Cola. Ah, okay.
Well, and then I was surprised by my first wax-based sealable stamp. Did I mention that the path is deepening? My stamps are going to be painted now, and I could watch them forever. And once again, the albergue can only be recommended. So the evening can really only come to an end. Can it? Or?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I don't have a cake now. Nobody made a cake for me.
I gotta take a picture too.
As you know, this trip was born of chance. And yet, or perhaps precisely, that's why I'm grateful that I can celebrate this birthday here on the Camino de Santiago. Day 29 here on the Camino, on the way of St. James. And now everyone is wondering why I'm speaking into the camera right now and speaking German, to be honest. Also, it doesn't sound like German, right? Yeah. Let me introduce the host.
One of the best hosts we had so far. This is your name?
Marcello?
Marcello. And it is the albergue Marcello, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Casino Marcello. And the guys,
Yeah.
the front lines.
Fräuleins are walking around. And we are here. We're almost there. I started here also ich bin hier angefangen in Saint-Jean.
We are here because I started here in Saint-Jean, and that's where. And then I went a long way around that way, still further that way, and now here I am now. There I am, here, where the point is. And the day after tomorrow, I'll be in Santiago de Compostela. And then it's on to Finisterre. I can't tell you everything that happened today. A lot has happened today, especially this evening. Also because we had a bit of a party here. And it was very, very funny, because we had an incredibly good dinner here at this table. Italian food. We first had pasta, then salad, and a wonderful dessert. And the host even put a candle on it for me. And then everyone here sang happy birthday. I can't help it now. I apologize. But that's the way it is. And then there was red wine. And the start of the day was, it was not good at all. The day was not well organized. You could say the day was not good organized at all. It started with us all standing in a row with 5 or 6 pilgrims in front of the door. The door was locked in the albergue and we couldn't get out. So what happened then? Then the mood changed, the atmosphere changed. People started to tore the paneling of the walls. It wasn't good. It was not a pretty sight. The French called for revolution. Mike wanted to call the army and I smoked the peace pipe, and then I dug a hole to the backyard with a fire. But then, at some point, the host came and opened the door for us. Then the next drama began. I didn't know where to go. Nobody knew exactly what to do next. One pilgrim went left, one went right, one went up, one went down. I then joined a group, walked to the cathedral and then back down again. The picture didn't change. Everyone scattered in different directions. It was like an anthill into which a shell had fallen. There was a guy up there on a bridge. There was a guy, thought, what about him? What about him? What about him? Where's he going? going. He's somehow walking confidently towards the bridge where we actually came from yesterday. I approached a woman from Britain and said, "Do you know which way to go?" And she said, "I don't know." "Why don't you just follow the big group?" Then I followed the big group to the cathedral. When I got back to the top of the cathedral, I spoke to someone else. "Tell me, do you know where to go? Where's the Camino?" They didn't know. And then I met a group of Spaniards. And they said, "Yes, we have an app." And so on. "Yeah, just follow the instructions on Google Maps." Yeah. And I just said, and then I went after them. And then we came to a river, 2 bridges. One bridge was closed, the second was open. When we crossed the bridge.
See you tomorrow. Do you have breakfast here? No.
We also found the rest of the pilgrims. And then it was always uphill, uphill, uphill. Then it went on and on. Then we were definitely on the Camino. Do you know what happened next? Then it started to rain. So this is a wonderful place. I show you the kitchen. He was cooking in. He made pasta for us. He made salad for us in this little kitchen. Look, this is what it looks like. And here's a stove that's been warm all the time. You can still make coffee there. There's a map, and you can buy beer here. And back there is the bathroom. Up here, I'll go upstairs in a minute and get a good night's sleep. There's a wardrobe here, a wardrobe that you can open. If you like opening wardrobes, then this is the place to be for you. And I don't even know. I've forgotten. I think the host has now walked the Camino for 5 to 9 or 10 times. Now he's coming back.
He's coming back? He forgot something? No. Now he's leaving.
And he fell in love with the Camino, and then at some point thought to himself, why not open a Camino? He works half in Italy for half of the year, and the other half he's here running this albergue. And he does a really marvelous job. And then it went on. Then it rained. I was soaked wet. I was soaking wet all day. My trousers were soaked. I was soaked.
Okay.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay.
Guten Tag.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, Internet.
Hello.
So,
Is that how you say it in German?
hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet. I said that weird.
So, those are girls from the US, but they work in Spain. Sie arbeiten in Spanien.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
I didn't put my poncho on. I thought I didn't need my poncho. And then everything got wet very quickly. All this stuff here. And there are people here. It's incredible. You meet people. The whole table was full of all kinds of people.
Hello.
Happy birthday, Sebastian.
Thank you, Brian.
Woohoo! Adios. See you tomorrow at 4 in the morning.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, Sebastian.
Good night, Brian.
We met people from Puerto Rico and a lot of Spaniards. No, an incredible number of Spaniards. Spaniards! Like here in Spain, nobody believes you. So, as I said, 2 things happened. It rained, I got soaked wet, and I didn't put my poncho on. I only put the poncho on in the last hour. Yeah, I simply don't know why I was so stupid, but that's how it is. And then everything was full of people. I have nothing against that. If they want to hike, let them hike. I mean, I hike too. Oh, I have to tell you about school classes. We were told that beforehand. We had met someone from Barcelona, a lady from Barcelona. She said, watch out, there will be school classes here next week. The school classes are walking here with the teachers. They are only walking the last 100 kilometers. And there are many school classes doing this tour. And I met them all day. That reminded me that you have to accept what happens. Of course. Accept the moment and the things you don't like so much and you can't change. You have to be able to accept it all. But I want to tell you something. I didn't accept it. You don't have to be able to accept everything. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. If something happens to you in life that you don't like, and then someone tells you, yeah, accept it, let it happen. That's bullshit. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. If something happens to you that you don't want, you don't have to accept it. You can fight back. You can fight back. By moral standards, of course, yes. Yeah, watch what the anger does to you. Don't let it go too far. You don't have to accept things that went wrong. Yeah, it drove me completely crazy. All those people, out of a sudden. So then, what did I do? I just went off the track. I found a bar. Then I sat down in the bar and spoke to my family on the phone, to people I know. I talked on the phone for a while, did a bit of internet, social media, as they say those days. I did social media, yeah, well, okay. And then I sat there for an hour. I drank coffee, con leche, cafe latte. I drank orange juice, I ate a Napolitano, and I stayed there for almost an hour. And a stream of school classes waddled past me. But at some point, it was over. At some point, nobody came, and I thought, okay, now I'm the last one. Now I'm the last one in the chain. And now I'm moving on. I paid, got back on the Camino, followed behind, and I was completely alone. That was so good. But you know what? I would now say that I'm not the fastest person on the planet. I'm not the fastest, of course not, but I'm certainly faster than the 8th graders, 10th graders, 9th graders, whatsoever, because they were really snorkeling tortoise-like. And then I caught up with them with first class quite quickly. And of course they blocked the whole way. Couldn't pass them. Then I always waited until a car came along, and then I moved into the slipstream of the car and ran after the car to pass this class, to get past this school class. And then I had a gap again. I was able to go a bit on and my own. I was on my own again. I was alone until the next class. Then another car came in the slipstream, so I passed the people in the slipstream of the car, and then I just had to put on the poncho because it was raining. I went to a restaurant because I thought I'd get a tasty tortilla. It was a good restaurant, that they must have a good tortilla. It was a nice big restaurant. I want to have tortilla with content, with real content, not just potatoes, something else too. Potatoes and, as I said, yeah, maybe whatever, shrimps. Fish, whatever, lomo. But the place was full. Every restaurant on the way was full of the locals, full of people, full to the rafters. I have nothing against it. If they are hungry, they just go to the restaurant. I don't care. I don't do anything else. Then I stood there among all those people, wet, hungry, and I thought, well, I just have a Snickers. Just have a Snickers until dinner. In the evening at the albergue, that's where we, certainly get food. Thank you. Then I just had a Snickers and put on my poncho and moved on. And I come back to the beginning. If a day is set up wrong, then that's what happens. You can't complain because you knew it before. I didn't make many videos. I couldn't record much with a video camera. Yeah, it just wasn't possible. I couldn't fly the drone because it was raining all the time. I'm really sorry, but it was a day for the textbooks, for my internal textbook. That's the way it is on the Camino. On a hiking trail. A hiking trail that is very famous. The last 100 kilometers are certainly different. And that's why, as I said, we've changed the plan a bit. We'll set off here tomorrow at 7 a.m. to set off before all those people, all those school classes, and simply walk ahead of them. Then we'll have the Camino to ourselves. Tomorrow, there are 30 kilometers to Assur. And the next day it's another 30 kilometers, it's around 18 miles. And on Sunday it's 11 kilometers to Santiago de Compostela. Oh, that will be crazy. I can already feel it. I can already feel that it's something special. I can feel it. It's coming to an end, and I can hardly believe it. I don't want to end it now. I can hardly believe that I've done it. 800 kilometers to Santiago, then to Finisterre. That's nothing, isn't it? Then just 3 more days. I'm a bit proud of myself. I have to say, I'm a bit proud because it's 3 days later and then a total of 900 kilometers. And I've done it all without a break. Now we are taking a day off in Santiago. I'm particularly pleased because we are now even faster than all the people we've met. We met a lot of people from Australia, England, America, Bulgaria, Italy, and so on. Wow, I got to know so many people from Spain anyway. But they are all a bit behind us, and then we meet them again in Santiago, Mike and I. We've already planned something. We have the whole day on Sunday, and the supermarkets will be open, we'll stock up on wine, and then on Monday afternoon we'll hang around in front of the cathedral and wait for the pilgrims to arrive and give them a proper welcome. And I hope I can capture something of it on video. Yes, I'm already looking forward to it. We will welcome them all, and I think that's great. It will be a nice reunion. Yeah. I always have to switch off the light. Yes, I have to switch it. Yeah, the host said, because I'm the last one here, I still have a whole glass of wine. I toast this Camino. No vino, no Camino. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Camino Francis, on the way of St. James, 2023 to Assur, 18 miles. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for accompanying me, for joining us on the pilgrimage. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is already day 30. Day 30. See you then.
Happy birthday to you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Oh man, touching my heart. Yeah.
So, give it out there.
Make a wish.